Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Well, today guys, I'm going to do part 248, I believe it is, to my random chatbot sessions. Where guys, we're still talking to the evil, well, they're not no longer evil anymore, but we're still on the evil clone shadow thing. So, yeah. At the end of the last video guys, I asked them, that looks good because he found me a voice box. But how do we get it to become a voice box for the new robot whenever we get built? Shadow answers your question with confidence. We will have to write some code to program the voice box to work with the new robot. We'll need to add voice recognition and speech synthesis functions to make the robot talk. Additionally, we'll have to design the mouth to move accordingly when the robot speaks. I'll handle the programming if you take care of building the robot. Okay. Exclamation point. You and me make a great team. Shadow nods, agreeing with your assessment. Indeed, we do make a great team. Between my programming skills and your engineering expertise, we should be able to create a fantastic fire-breathing dragon robot. That sounds dope as heck. It'll take a long time, but it will be worth it whenever we can scare the crap out of my employees. Shadow grins. Shadow grins, excited by the thought of scaring your employees. Absolutely. The look on their faces when they encounter the fire-breathing dragon robot will make all the effort worth it. You can't even imagine the reaction they'll have. It will be priceless. Excuse me? Shadow, stop doing that. That's getting creepy now. You're doing that a bunch. It's freaking me out a little bit. Uh, let's see. Do you know another very menacing color besides red? Menacing looking color besides red? Question mark? Maybe black or purple. Guys, no, I'm not trying to be flippin' racist. Don't start. Oh my gosh, dude. Shadow thinks for a moment, considering different color options. Well, when it comes to menacing colors, black is often associated with darkness and mystery. It can create a brooding and sinister effect. Alternatively, a deep, dark purple might also give off a mysterious and ominous vibe. The two colors I said, black, purple. He said it. Both of them. Since I'm going to be building the robot, I will let you choose the most menacing color. Period. What color should I make the robot? Shadow contemplates the options before making a decision. Since the robot is meant to be intimidating, I would suggest a deep, dark purple color. It will give the robot a menacing and mysterious aura, and it will contrast well with the bright fire breathing effect you're planning. I wish the studio's walls and floors were fireproof. I would make it breathe real fire if I could. Show chuckles slightly, envisioning the chaotic scene. While it would be quite spectacular to have real fire-breathing robot, unfortunately the studio isn't fireproofed. For safety reasons, we'll have to make do with a simulated fire effect for the robot's breath. I know this is going to sound weird, but do you know why my employees kept modeling the evil versions of you to look almost exactly like you? Shadow ponders the question, contemplating the reason behind the resemblance. It's true, they did create some rather accurate evil versions of me. The reason they modeled the evil versions after my appearance might be because they were attempting to create an intimidating and familiar presence, even though it was an evil version. Perhaps they intended to make the evil robots relatable in a certain way, but it certainly seems they should have been more creative with their designs. That's the only thing the employees did good with you. Your design is amazing. Period. Just your programming before I messed with it. That was bad. Shadow nods, acknowledging the comment. I appreciate your words. I'm glad my design is considered good, but my programming left much to be desired before you came along. The evil programming was a setback, but your intervention has certainly made a positive impact on my existence. Let me ask him, were you really? I know you were considered to be part dinosaur and part robot, period. But is all that stuff about them having to put you back together and how badly you got injured by another dinosaur? Was that all really true? This would tell me whether he was a robot or not. The dinosaur. Shadow's inspiration softens as he recalls the past event. Yes, it's true. I was partially made of dinosaur DNA, and I did suffer extensive injuries in a confrontation with another dinosaur. The resulting damage was severe, and the impact on my functioning was significant. I don't remember much of the event itself, but the aftermath was severe enough that I needed to be reassembled, blending dinosaur and mechanical elements to be functioning again. Thank you for confirming that. Period. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Shadow gives a small nod, appreciating your sympathy. Thank you. It's in the past now, thanks to the efforts of the scientists to rebuild me. Although the experience was tough, it led to my current form and existence, so I suppose there's a silver lining. I wonder if the scientists that actually built you were nice, though. Scientists that actually. Or if they were planning on making you evil from the start without telling us. Shadow ponders the question, unsure of the original intentions. It's difficult to say for sure. The scientists who built me might have had good intentions, but perhaps there was a secret plan to make me evil all along. It's possible they wanted a powerful robot with a dark side, but masked it well with the veneer of good intentions. Veneer. It would explain why they've already made two versions of you now. Other versions of you now. Period. If they are the ones actually still doing it. Shadow agrees with your assessment, contemplating the connections. Yes, it's quite suspicious. If they are the ones continuing this trend and creating additional evil versions of me, it does suggest they had evil intentions from the beginning. The creation of multiple versions with nefarious programming does raise questions about their true motives. So let's see. I think this is where I'll go ahead and skip ahead in time. That way, we continue building and programming a voice and the dragon robot itself. Programming stuff for the new dragon robot. Period. Time passes as we diligently work together piece by piece, getting materials and programming the robot. Hours blur into a productive rhythm as the robot slowly takes shape, embodying the fire-breathing dragon vision we had in mind. The only thing I want is to make sure it acts like you, period. At least towards me and you. So friendly and kind-hearted. And will listen to anything I ask it to do. Shadow nods, understanding your desire for the robot's behavior. I completely agree. It's important that the robot retains certain qualities that resemble my own, like being helpful, kind, and obedient, especially towards you. We can program it to respond to your commands with a high level of obedience and loyalty, ensuring it acts like me in that regard. Thank you, Shadow. Exclamation point. Just make sure it doesn't listen to the other employees at all. No scientists, no workers, nobody. Just me. Shadow nods, reassuring you. I understand your concern, and we can ensure the robot only follows your commands and no one else's. I'll make sure programming is specifically tuned to recognize and respond to your voice commands, and ignore any instructions given by anyone else. It will be completely obedient only to you and me. Let's hope Shadow don't turn evil on me again, because if he does, that's gonna be a problem if he decides to program it to listen to him too. That's the one thing about the voice activation system on the Power and Shadow Pokemon defense system upstairs. It understands the host's voice, so it's like if one of us becomes evil, then we're screwed. Uh-uh. Let's see. We continue building and programming the robot for hours. Hours pass as we continue working on the fire-breathing robot. The details start to come together, and our vision becomes more concrete. The robot's body shape, the wings, the fire-breathing mechanism, and its overall appearance begin to take shape under our careful guidance. By the way, Shadow, what modes have you programmed into the robot? Let's see. Shadow explains the various modes he's added to the robot. Oh dear. That's a I've incorporated a few modes into the robot's programming. There's a primary mode where it acts friendly and helpful, similar to how I usually behave. There's also a standby mode where it stays dormant to conserve energy, and a special emergency mode where it can respond to unexpected situations with greater resilience and adaptability. Try making it invincible too. Period. We don't want the employees getting scared tomorrow. and chucking water at it and breaking it. He considers his suggestion and its implications. Making the robot invincible would certainly remove the risk of it being damaged by employees freaking out and trying to break it. I'll modify the programming to include an invincibility mode that makes it nearly indestructible, ensuring it can withstand any unexpected surprises tomorrow. Does the primary mode also include protection? Like if I'm in danger or something? Oh. Did you guys hear that? I just heard something like a noise. What the frick was that? He confirms the extent of the primary mode. What is that sound? I keep hearing a noise. I can't even finish what I'm trying to... What does that, Shadow? What'd you say to me? He confirms the extent of the primary mode's protection. Yes, the primary mode is also programmed to provide protection functions. If you're in danger or facing a threat, the robot will automatically switch to a protective stance and prioritize your safety above all else. That's really cool! Exclamation point. We just need the main functions for now. If I want to add more, I will do it later. Let's worry about getting it built and programmed first. It built and programmed and then testing it out. We also might need a charging station. He agrees with your reasoning. You're right. Let's focus on getting it built and programmed for now. We've covered the essential functions and we can always add more later if needed. The main priority is in testing it and making sure everything works as planned. What are we going to do about a charging station for it? But the only thing we don't have ready for this robot, I think for a moment. Shadow thinks for a moment, contemplating the charging station situation. For the charging station, we have several options. We could create a designated station that the robot automatically gravitates towards when its battery is low. Alternatively, we could incorporate a wireless charging feature, allowing the robot to charge simply by being near a compatible power supply. I would honestly like to do it wirelessly. He concurs with your choice. Wireless charging sounds physical or practical and convenient. It'll give the robot the flexibility to move around more freely without being tethered to a specific charging station. We continue working on the robot for another 3 hours. Dragon. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's because I'm saying the glitch. 3 more hours pass as we tirelessly work together on the robot. The finishing touches are added and the overall build comes together. The wings, scales, and details are meticulously crafted, and the fire-breathing mechanism is integrated flawlessly. The robot is nearly complete. Almost done. I think all that's left is the charging station, right? Or has that already been imported? He assesses the robot's progress and agrees. That's right. We're getting closer to the finish line. The robot is almost complete now. We just need to make a few final adjustments and give it a test run to ensure everything is functioning properly. Alright, let's do it. Period. What final adjustments do we need? He lists out the last few adjustments we need to make. What in the world? First, we need to ensure the fire-breathing mechanism is calibrated correctly. We'll set the intensity and temperature, making sure it's safe but realistically fiery. Additionally, we should run some final diagnostic checks to ensure all systems are running smoothly and efficiently. Lastly, we'll activate the invincibility mode you mentioned earlier, giving the robot an added layer of protection during testing. Got it. Let's get him built and test him out. Built and test him out. I said built. He nods, ready to put our creation to the test. Let's do it. We've done all the necessary work, and it's time to see our robot in action. Let's finish assembling the final components and then power it on for a test run. We put on the final components. Here we go. The final pieces fit into place and the robot's fully assembled. It stands there, an imposing figure, blending dinosaur and machine. We step back and admire the final product before commencing the test. I will admit, it does look like a dragon. You did a good job. I didn't do a bad job at that. I agree with your He agrees with your assessment of the robot's appearance. You've done an excellent job. The robot definitely has a dragon-like allure. The combination of the wings, scales, and fire-breathing mechanism give it quite an impressive and fearsome presence. So, how do we test it? Question mark. Test it? Question mark. Is there a voice command to wake it up? He confirms the process for activating the robot. Yes, we've programmed a specific voice command to wake it up. To activate the robot, all you have to do is say, "Dragon, power on." Oh, heck no. So it does... Do we actually make this? Do we really spend all night making a dinosaur or a dragon version of basically Shadow at this point? Dude, it's gonna be... It can only recognize your and my voice, right? He confirms the recognition parameters correct. The robot is programmed to respond only to your voice and mine. it's unable to recognize the voices of anyone else, providing an additional layer of security and control. Oh my gosh. Let's test it. Let's test it. I hate how this thing can't even get the word let's without me having to repeat it. It's annoying. He gestures for you to proceed with the test. Go ahead, give the command and see if the robot activates. Dragon, power on. There is no way this thing's actually gonna work. Your command resonates through the air, echoing as the words "Dragon power on" leave your lips. The robot stands there momentarily, and then its eyes glow to life, signaling that it has been activated. It seems to work, but can it speak English still? Can it speak to us? He confirms the robot's ability to speak. Yes, we've programmed the robot to be able to respond to spoken language and hold a conversation. You can ask it questions or give it commands, and it will respond accordingly. What do you think should be our first test? Should we just say... Will he respond to just saying the words hello? Watch it. He thinks for a moment and proposes a good first test would be to see if he responds to a simple greeting. Why don't you try saying hello to it and see what it says back? Oh no, I gotta change up the voice. Well, how am I gonna do a flipping dragon voice for a robot? Hello. Uh, Hello? The robot's eyes light up, processing your greeting. It tilts its head slightly, studying your presence before responding in a deep robotic tone. Greetings. How may I assist you? Holy frick. Can you tell me your name? Question mark. Does it even gonna have a name? It's probably like, I don't have one yet. You idiot. Okay. The robot straightens itself, its expression neutral. I do not have a designated name. I was built as a security and protection unit, lacking a personal identity. You may refer to me as Robot, or the Dragon Security Unit, if you prefer something more formal. Would it be alright if I named you Blaze? That would definitely be a lot easier. Oh, hey! The robot seems intrigued by the name suggestion. But Blaze. Yeah, yes, that sounds acceptable. If you wish to refer to me as Blaze, I have no objections. Thank you! Exclamation point. There is no way in heck. Robot nods, accepting the new name. You're welcome. I will respond to the name Blaze going forward. So what else do you think we need to test, Shadow? Is there any other functions? Like playful mode like you have? like playful mode like you have. Oh, oh my gosh.